women should not be doing that. And I mean, you
especially
see,
especially not to that level.
no, absolutely, and I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but I'll just say this in response to what you said. Like, I mean, you see what's happening with women who got divorced and they realized like that was a bad mistake, and then you also had most recently back in the summer Tracy Ellis Ross, very accomplished and things of that sort, but she prioritized work over having a family, and but during work, like like she wasn't abstinent, you know what I'm saying? So, she was doing her thing. I'll leave that there because that's a conversation for another topic. Now, when it comes to some of the men being desensitized, so I guess my only pushback, if you will, is the guys who are just strictly doing like P for P. Like I think that there is, and as you say, kind of like a nuance, if you will, because they're only thinking, okay, basically leave the money on the table, and they may actually have a quality woman and may not necessarily know how to interact with that quality woman because all the interaction that they mainly had sexually with women have either been streetwalkers or in a brothel, whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like leave the money on the table, but this woman could potentially be a long-term girlfriend and or a wife. So that's the thing. But again, nuance, yes, I do agree. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Well, no, this is your show. I raised my hand like I'm in class. I want to interject. I want to push back on your pushback now. My thing is, no, it's all good. My thing would be though. So what a lot of guys do, especially passport bros, right? And not even regular. Here we go. You got the good girls, and you got your fast girls, and you got your sluts and whatever. There's levels to everything. So normally a guy is not going to look for a wife in a brothel. He's not going to look for a wife in a red light district. He don't go to DR Sasua and look for a wife in Sasua, or look for a wife in Patia, right? Or so when a guy gets ready to look for a wife, normally the hunting ground, the soil is going to be different. It's going to be a different location. Maybe he might get himself right with the Lord or whoever your God is, your higher power. He gets back in the church or the mosque, right? Or he goes and rolls himself back in school with his old self to take some college to get some knowledge. And he looks for a woman in college, or like say a church or a mosque, or he volunteers at like food drives or homeless places to volunteer and meet women in those organizations, versus going to TJ Tijuana or going to these horror destinations, these red light districts, looking for a wife. If a chick, if you leaving the money on the counter for a chick, most likely she's not wife material anyway. So men know how to separate, our fun and what we're looking for. I'm looking for fun. I'm trying to bust it up. I'm trying to have a release. I work a lot. This vacation is for me to go bust it up, have a whole lot of sex with hookers, whores, regular chicks, wherever I can, as long as it's legal, long as they grown, long as they adult, long as it's consensual, they agree. They're grown, they agree, it's legal. I want to have fun. I got money. Hey, let's have a good time. Now, when I'm ready to turn in that player card and I want to settle down, I'm not going to go to the red light district look for a wife while I'm leaving $40-$60 on the dresser. So, but again, with the nuance, there is true. When you lead a life like that for so many years and you specifically are messing with paid women, consorts, women of the night, prostitutes, if you will, over time, can it make it harder for you to trust women? Can it make it harder for you to to get to pair bond, emotionally bond with a woman when you're used to this paying them? It can in some cases, But I think most guys of a sound mind, of a rock sound mind, they can do both. They can compartmentalize. Most grown men who are experienced, who make money, who travel, they can go somewhere and have fun with these certain women, types of women, fun girls, and they mind on how to code switch when they get ready to settle down. They'll find a woman in church. They'll find a woman in the neighborhood. They'll find a woman in a volunteer organization. They'll find a college student, right? They'll find a woman, maybe a coworker in their workspace. That's a so-called good girl. So I think guys can do both, but there's always those few who may have a trouble with the transition. But I still think a man is well more equipped to do that than a woman. Like 10 times more equipped for a man to be able to compartmentalize that. A man can have fun, spend his money, do what he do, bust it up, have a good time, have a great time, pay it forward. Everybody's happy. And guess what? When he's ready to turn in the player card, he go find him a good girl. Guy can absolutely do that. Some guys are built a little different, maybe because they raised by mothers, maybe they emotional, maybe they got emotional insecurities, so it might be harder for them. But I still think that's a minority. And so the main thing is for the guy just to do what he wants to do, as long as he's safe. And I'm always on my channel and every other channel, I'll always talk about legality. Let it be legal and safe. Legal and safe, and just have your fun, man. Just have your fun, and don't let society shame you, because for this season, this is out of code for this season. But then the next season, all of a sudden it's okay when they decide to say, "Oh, it's okay, you can do it now." So I don't play those kind of games. I'm grown. I'm overgrown. And I have grown children. That's not children. I have adult children that are grown. So I'll be damned if I let anybody shame me or control me, or you try to control me through words and shame, because I don't fit society's model of what they want me to do. When that same society let everything else under the sun go. Everything else under the sun is A-okay now. You can go into any bathroom, you can do whatever. Shout out to the Rainbow Crew. And I don't want to get your channel in trouble. So, like I say, before you come preaching to me, no, I don't want to hear it. As long as it's legal, number one is legal, above age, consensual, we having fun, it is what it is.